Welcome to the Sports Card Talk Show. Sports Card Talk Show with Kevin Anderson and Lauren Walker, the Skull Brothers.
Welcome into episode 26 of the Sports Card Talk Show. Today we have a spotlight interview with ChrisG613.
Yeah.
Sorry, man, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I just was starting to go with it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to talk to him. The magyourpoints guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He should be a great interview. We'll get him on the phone.
Yeah, let's give him a ring.
All right, sounds good. Okay, we got Chris on the phone here, and can do a little interview with him. Thanks for joining us.
That's ChrisG613.
Yeah, well, we can go with Chris, but we'll go ChrisG613 or the magyourpoints guy. Right?
Magyourpoints.
Yeah.
The whole ring is actually at BGS right now, getting graded. I should see that in about a month.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, we've been really liking your Instagram page, and for some reason, I think I even told you in your video. Somehow I didn't realize, or I missed your YouTube page, and then I started watching that. I'm like, oh my gosh, you have awesome content on there too, and of course, I'm a big basketball fan. I'm a football fan too, but basketball. And I was watching you open that 86-87, and I was on the edge of my seat. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, I can't believe you're doing that.
Yeah, sometimes you go for it. That was a splurge from a sale that I made. I sold those National Treasures basketball boxes that I got this year, first off the line. Again, a fluke of events, and I ended up with 2 boxes and flipped them for a quick $5,000. So
wow.
I was like, hey, if that guy from LA can go ahead and pull a Jordan, maybe I can too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Did you collect when you were a kid then?
Absolutely, yeah. I started off, when I was probably in kindergarten with Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, okay, another Garbage Pail Kid origin story.
Yeah.
I still had all of mine. Mine were all like series 1, 2, and 3 from the 80s. I recently just donated them to another YouTube Instagram guy, Buffalo Jr. He's on Instagram, and he just loves his Garbage Pail Kids, and they're just kind of taking up time. They were handled by me as a kid. Some of them didn't have the borders, the edges around it. There's no good grades, and maybe there's a $10, $20 card, whatever. Right. The guy hooks me up with Panini points all the time, so I donated literally my whole collection of Garbage Pail Kids to him.
Oh, that's cool, though. That's cool. Did you always stay collecting, or did you move away from the hobby a little bit, or?
I didn't move away until probably after high school. When I graduated, that's when Magic the Gathering was coming out. My buddy played, so I remember used to buying a pack of cards and maybe like a deck of Magic. And then once I went to college, I literally sold all my Magic cards to that kid that I played with, which I think was a mistake because I'm pretty certain I had some good stuff in there too.
Right.
The first years that they came out.
Yeah.
But once I went to college, your priorities change. I started saving up money for dates and taking chicks out. And you don't have money for other stuff other than your car and everything like that.
Yeah. Definitely things, priorities change for sure. What brought you back into the hobby? Like, how long have you been back in? Like,
it was actually what it was is, me and my wife have been married since 2003. And we finally just had our first child in 2015. So that was after some in vitro.
Okay.
And I also was working with 2 friends of mine. We had our own car repair shop. And unfortunately, that shop ended up closing the summer of 2016. So my daughter had just turned 1, about 1.5. And I started looking into childcare pricing, and I was amazed at what they made per week, and I was like, why do I go to work? Like I can be home with my daughter. I'm pretty good at making money appear when I need to. I have lots of different, talents that I can take care of.
Oh, for sure.
So, I mean, from hustling side jobs to saving money on childcare. Obviously, when she would take a nap, I got bored, and I'm a pretty big UFC fan, and I remember, I don't know what caused it, but I remember at one point in time, it was probably the summer of 2017. So now I've been home for about a year now, out of work and everything, but still doing fine, actually. No real stress. I mean, when you believe that if you need something, you can make it happen, stress goes away.
Yeah, for
Where
sure.
before you're always thinking like, oh no, what's my next move? But when you're put in a position where you have to, kind of deal with things as they come, it all changes for you. But after being home with my daughter for a year, you get bored and kind of looking around. I was actually looking to see how easy it would be to pull like a Chuck Liddell auto or a Conor McGregor or Ronda Rousey. And I think it was around my birthday time, so around June of 2017, I was looking at Craigslist ads, and some guy put up a Walter Payton Raw for a couple $100. I'm like, wow, that card I remember seeing at card shows when I was a kid for over $1,000. I'm certain of it.
Right.
And he only $200, and I watched it for like a month, and he dropped it to 100.
Oh,
and
gosh.
so I replied, I'll take it for $100, and he's just like, all right, I'll meet you at the mall. And he ended up being a police officer, older 30s, and he thought it was great. I actually sent that card into PSA. It was the very first card I ever graded, and here is that Walter Payton. I got a PSA 6 on it.
I actually watched your top 5, like it was like your second or third video, because I like to watch from the beginning and watch like your last video and see the evolution of your show. So I seen that on your top 5 way back when. So
yeah, that's awesome.
But the Payton spurred it off. I got the Payton for $100. I thought that was such a huge score for me, not knowing anything about cards now. And then I started looking for those videos to see if anybody would pull, any types of Ronda Rousey or any of those autos. They didn't really have much value, but they were out there. I mean, maybe they were a couple $100 tops, not like these $1,000 cards that are out there.
Right.
And I remember that Christmas, I told my wife, I was like, man, I want a couple boxes of like UFC cards, like Topps Chrome or something like that. And she got me 2 boxes, one box of 2017 UFC Topps Chrome, and I pulled a Ronda Rousey auto out of 25.
Oh, nice.
And she got me a UFC knockout box, and I pulled a redemption of an on-card Ronda Rousey bronze autograph out of 10. I'm still waiting on that, by the way. It'll be 2 years this Christmas.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
But once I started pulling those UFC autos, I'm like, oh, man, I've got all these old football and basketball cards in the closet. I kind of started looking through them, and I felt like a kid again. And then I was like, well, I'm watching these videos of breakers rip UFC cards. Why am I not watching football?
Right.
Just I did. Oh, God, it was over.
That was it, huh? Oh, man.
Put your toe in the water and then you fell in.
Yeah, I ended up becoming really good friends with Taylor, which is Rocket Cars 34, and he's a really good dude. And we did a trade off of a video. I think I saw him pull a Josh Allen card out of 5 out of classics. And I was like, man, that's a cool card. And, he's gonna be a quarterback. I wonder if he'd trade for it. And we worked out a deal, and he ended up showing off the cards I sent him on his channel. And he was like, man, you have to show off your collection. There's no way you should. You got really good stuff. Mm-hmm. And like I said, it's all history from there.
Oh, that's cool, man. I see on your stuff you collect quite a bit of stuff, or is it primarily Bills? And I know you like Jordan. Is it primarily that's the stuff you keep, and other stuff you're kind of okay just letting go, or kind of just depends on the card, depends on where you're at?
Really rare stuff that you can't find, stuff that nobody has. The Josh Allen stuff, I like him as an athlete. I like his story. I watched a lot of video on him. I do think he's young. I think he's got a lot of learning to do. But I think that he's a student of the game, and I like the way that he shows that. Every time I watch, and I don't know if it's just hype or not, but everything I see on him says this guy really can if he just calms his nerves down and just does what he's supposed to do. And that comes with time. He hasn't had a full 17-game season. Right. He's probably not going to have one this week.
Yeah, dang it.
But other than that, when I first started ripping on the channel, I figured out a formula real quick that was working, and that was, David Adams is down the road. I'm a stay-at-home dad. I can run down there on release day and be the first video on YouTube, and that's pretty much what exploded my channel. Bad thing is you spend a lot of money. The second bad thing is you end up with a lot of cards taking up space.
Yeah.
As soon as that's happening, I'm like, wait a minute. I don't really have any care of these base cards or, little numbered cards, and they're really starting to stack up now. I need to refocus my what I'm looking for here. And then I kind of, I don't know, you get a better taste of what you're looking for. And I'm a quality guy. I like everything I usually do. I prefer quality over quantity. So if it takes spending a little bit more, but to get a better value or a better deal, I usually do that. So I've been a little bit more towards the high end stuff, but I'm a treasure hunter. I look for jewels, Yeah. When I was in Chicago, I was trying to trade for National Treasures, Josh Allen, True RPA. As I'm standing there, I couldn't stop staring at this.
Oh, wow. I saw that on your page. I'm like, wow.
Probably the best deal that I've done so far, because this card, the only two that were on eBay sold immediately yesterday, and I'm certain that is probably my most valuable card that I own right now.
Wow. Yeah. I've seen some of the prices on some of that stuff. Wow. It's amazing. Amazing what his
crazy.
stuff is
but
going for.
I have an eye for that. I know that those are extremely rare. I'd only seen one ever before that day. And to see one rated a True Gem Plus, it's all 9.5s with a 10 subgrade as well. I mean, there's 9s out there. His autos aren't always the greatest. He has a heavy hand on a lot of his optic autos. They're smeared, smudged. So once you can find a true gem like that, that's some PC type stuff right there.
Yeah, for sure.
No, you do a lot of submissions, I see too, huh?
Yeah, I like it from my own personal collecting for like my PC stuff. I like looking for the gems. I like my collection slab personally. I use my mags for my points. So.
Right.
I'm
I do collection slab, and because I pulled most of my stuff, I always wonder how good have I kept my cards, and I've pulled some gems that I've held in binders for 20 years.
Yeah. Wow.
I think that there's this movement of break the slab, or I can't remember what that is. Hashtag something. Don't slab, or I'm sure you've seen it, right? And to me, I understand the whole, maybe it's gotten out of control a little bit, but I also like to know with my old cards that they're actually authentic. I got a couple Tarkenton rookie cards, and they look really nice, and I'm like going, I'm gonna send these in, and they're gonna be reprints. That's so. I mean, to authenticate your stuff too is one of the reasons why you want a slab as well,
That I pretty much slabbed all my vintage stuff. I mean, I tell my buddy this story a lot too. I don't know if you guys ever remember this, but I remember walking around a couple different card shows, probably when I was like 10, 11 years old, looking at 75 George Bretts and Robin Youngs, and then seeing them next to a 75 and wondering why one card was literally shorter than the other card. And then because they were trimming all the way back then. Mm-hmm. And that's because the black borders, they wanted the crispy corners and the edges off, because they were off center. And I was aware of that all the way back in the late 80s when I was a kid. Because I didn't want to buy that card because it was shorter and they're idiots and they put them next to each other in their display.
Right. Oh, that's crazy that you were, aware of that then. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. I saw on your video where you referenced the Mag Your Point story, and what was the one of one that you pulled that was behind it? I didn't find that video because you said
it's a Russell Wilson. It was Russell Wilson base card out of Obsidian.
Yeah. It
was funny because I pulled that card from the back, which was supposed to be the numbered card, and I'm looking at it thinking like, there's something weird about this. That black finite or white finite that they called the 101s out of there. And as soon as I flipped it over, it said 101. I was like, of course that happens right now.
Right. Oh man, that's good. I like that. What What product are you most looking forward to, like, every year? Like, is there one that really grabs your attention and you like to open, or?
I do like Prism. Prism kind of gave me a bad taste last year with my first off the line experience. That was my first big bulk box order. I got half a case online of the first off the line. Spent $720 on, and that was my first big purchase. And I was like, man, I'm gonna pull some bangers out of this. I just know it. Just the streak that I've been on, everything. And to open that first box, and card after card was just a misprint, just the wrong guy in the front, wrong. I'm like, is this a joke? And then I got hated on afterwards. And it's like, wait a minute. These are my cards. I spent the money, not you.
Right.
Looking for some other stuff, not this crappy error cards. When I was a kid, when you saw error cards, the 90 Frank Thomas is cool with no name on the front. What is it, the Dale Murphy from 89 Upper Deck? The backwards batting, Juan Gonzalez, all that stuff. But that wasn't really that great to me as a kid. It was like, oh, you got a screwed up card.
Right.
But I got so much hate from that. And after that, I never got anything good out of Prism. And the only thing I ever found was when I bought my own singles, when I started looking for what I was looking for instead of just ripping it on my own. I just had no luck with Prism. But I love Prism, and I love Optic. Optic are the rated rookie on-card autos.
Yeah.
I can't get over them. I don't get good grades when I submit them because they're usually off or whatever. Right. Yeah. But I'm a big fan of the Optic rated rookies. I love those cards. I love the autos.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Is it because of the rated rookie kind of flashback to your youth kind of thing? Me too. Like I know I've seen some people hate on the rated rookies because they're a dime a dozen or whatever. But to me, I wish they come out with future stars, but Topps is, I don't know if I don't collect baseball, so maybe they do future stars. But I do remember the rainbow future star across like the 87. I think that's just beautiful look to a card, and I wish they'd do that. Maybe they do. I don't know. I don't look at baseball.
They do. On Topps Chrome, they have it's like an insert sets future stars. To me, it doesn't have that old time feel like the rate. Like when I was a kid, the rated rookie was the rookie.
Yeah.
That was the rookie. That was the one you wanted.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. I guess what else did I want to? I had this written down too. How long ago was that thrift shop pack that you got in that trade or whatever with the 87, 88? Because I'm always like, what's that?
That was this year.
This year? Because I'm always like, that doesn't happen anymore, and you're telling the story. I'm like, well, how long ago was that? So
it wasn't me. It was. I don't know if you've heard of Brothers Cards.
Yeah. I remember you said that it was. Yeah.
They have a Facebook group, and I don't go. I hate Facebook. I have Facebook because my wife tags me in pictures of my daughter. Don't message me on Facebook. I'm probably not going to respond.
Right.
But I actually went on there and I got a blip, and I happened to look, and I seen that all they showed was a picture of the Jordan, and I was like, oh my God, that is a beautiful looking 87 second year Jordan. That's my favorite picture of Jordan, period. I actually like that photo better than the rookie photo.
Right.
And I reached out to him. I'm like, man, how did you get this? And he's like, my dad. He was at a thrift shop. He bought all the 90s Fleer basketball packs there. There was one pack of 87, Fleer basketball. There was a Magic Johnson in there as well. He ended up giving me the whole pack.
Oh.
The wrapper, everything. This is the Jordan, of course.
Yeah. That's an awesome
and
card.
I did get a 9, which is crazy. But I ended up trading that gentleman a box of the first off the line exclusive Prism. He got a Anthony Miller was the exclusive auto that he got. I can't remember anything else, but I actually think I made out there.
Oh yeah,
with this 9 joke.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I always think that doesn't happen anymore, and then here you are with that story of the flea market pickup. Yeah, you just got to be in the right place looking,
Yeah. So you got the wrapper in a in a case too or something?
I actually have it with the 286 Fleer wrappers. It's just in a box I have put away. I wasn't sure how to display them. I'm still kind of working on it.
I'm sure
I know not to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To think all the wrappers we threw away when we were kids, they're probably worth a lot of money.
I've seen people selling the boxes, just empty boxes for I don't know how much. I'm like, wow.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I know that we said we keep you around 20 minutes, and we hit that mark, so we don't want to take up too much more of your time. But we just want to say thanks so much for coming on, and we're looking forward to forging a strong relationship with you in the near future here.
Hey, before we get off the air, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So if you've seen any of our videos, we do a Mount Rushmore. Do you want to rep the Bills? You want to come
rep the Bills?
You come back.
So I watched your Mount Rushmore. It was like your top 4 guys from the team or something.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
So my 4 guys right now.
Oh no! We want you to come back and do it for our actual Buffalo Bills segment.
Yeah, we won't put you on the spot like that. For down the road, maybe in a month or so when Josh is back and you guys are rocking and rolling, we'll hit you up on a good week. Sound good,
Not
man?
a problem. We don't have time to plan, but definitely we can do that.
Yeah, we'll give you some time to plan for sure.
Yeah, and then maybe find some cards you want to show off. I have a pretty good idea who my top 4, just off the top of my head. Buffalo's had a lot of good players, but yeah. So
awesome.
Yeah, you maybe get some cards pulled up for it, and we'll have you on in like a month.
All right. Well, thanks again, and we'll be reaching out to you here and there, and always looking forward to your stuff. Anything you want to plug? I know you're on YouTube, Instagram. Is there anything else you do? I guess I don't even know really.
Not Facebook.
Not Facebook. Do not message him on Facebook.
Instagram's my favorite. I'm able to put 2 seconds of my time in at a time when I can, and back to what I'm doing. Even YouTube, I'm kind of getting away from a little bit. They've left a sour taste in my mouth. That's just another long story.
Yeah, which we probably will want to hear. We'll be reaching out to you on that one, but we'll leave it on that. Thanks again for joining us on the episode.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
We'll talk to you real soon.
See you guys later.
See you later.
See you.
Bye. All right, another great interview in the books. It was awesome to get a chance to talk to ChrisG613.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, a lot of interesting stories and some great cards.
Another garbage pail kid.
yeah, that's awesome. It sounds like that might have been kind of a common theme for some of the.
Yeah, I remember.
I never got into him personally.
I didn't either. I knew a lot of kids that had them, and I just I thought they were cool too, but I don't know. Maybe I was still liking toys, I think, at the time.
maybe. Yeah, so that's going to bring this episode to an end, and Skull Brothers out.
Skull Brothers out.
All right, thanks for watching the episode today. We like to end every video with a little giveaway. How did we decide we're going to do it? We're going to post a video.
And then a week later, or comment right away, but a week later, we're gonna close the giveaway and ship out, do a randomizer if we get more than one comment,
right?
And if we just get one comment, then you automatically
win.
It. Yeah.
So all you have to do is comment below whether you would want to do a black grab bag, blue grab bag, and of course our preference, purple.
Go purple.
Yeah, so again, thanks for watching, and after the video drops 1 week later, boom, go with that, huh?
Yeah.
Skull Brothers out.
Skull Brothers out.